with Roger Harper, the off-spin, included in the 13-man squad.
Good shot. On the back foot, waiting for it. And they'll pick up 3 easy runs here. The fielder is Winston Benjamin.
David Boone, realising the field is up in the first 15 overs, prepared to hit over the infield. A beautifully placed pull shot. It wasn't all that short. He whipped it over mid-wicket. 3 runs. It certainly hasn't got the ball moving away towards the slip today. The breeze coming from that region from around about square leg.
It's a pretty long boot that is put out there to stop it. Curtly Ambrose making the save at fine leg.
Fine athlete, Ambrose. He had the side screen looming up, but remained calm and cool. He's a good arm as well. Having a wonderful tour.
Shot. That's going to be 4. Outfield is a bit slow, but he hit it really well, and that's the first boundary of the innings. And that's off the inside edge, played down into the stumps. So Ambrose strikes, and Australia have lost their first wicket.
This is the ability of Curtly Ambrose to get the ball to rear and cut back. The pitches in, it cuts back. Boone trying to fend it away towards the gully region onto the leg stump. And the first wicket has fallen after a good start by the Australians. Nice quick start, but once again the big, tall, fast bowler breaking through. It's 1 for 26.
Marsh's 14. Jones not off the mark, and he's had 17 deliveries out there. Trouble here.
Roger Harper at 6'6" or thereabouts. Magnificently coordinated athlete. Just have a look at this. He's got about 1 stump to aim at. Picks the ball up in a flash. And is it a direct hit? Is the batsman in? Well, you judge for yourself. He looks out to me. Get a double bowling change now. Courtney Walsh bowled from the outer end, but from the members' end, it's to be Winston Benjamin.
Good shot. Hopped right into that. 43 on the board after 14.
Courtney Walsh fumbles, and they get 2. Just.
Yes, one gets the feeling that it's only a question of time before we see a run out here. Jones on that occasion taking advantage of this fumble. He was down at the non-striker's end having played that shot. Here's the fumble. And back he goes, and Jones was very quick.
Beautiful hit. It's boundary.
Not even Roger Harper could cut that one off. Magnificent shot. Marsh blazing this one through the offside. It was just short of a length. He hit it on the up, and it went crashing into the fence at extra cover.
It's a nice deflection. That's fine. It could be 4.
And don't the crowd enjoy it too? Green and gold flags going everywhere here. Too fine for the fine leg fieldsman. Even a size 12 boot can't get there.
When that heavy shower drove the players and umpires from the field, Australia had 83 on the board for the loss of David Boone. They were off the field 20 minutes. The match was reduced to 49 overs maximum for each side. And if anything, that makes Australia's task even more difficult.
And Roger Harper is going to get a ball for the first time. That's a neat deflection. Picking up 2. And bringing up Australia's 100. Just couldn't hold on. Not very often you see Richards drop a catch, but that was a very difficult one. Flying attempt.
Looked like a goalie save in the end, almost tipping it around the edge of the bar. But that was because it was virtually out of reach. Magnificent effort by Viv Richards.
Now this is a chance. He's gone. He had to hit eventually Roger Harper. He's missed 3 or 4 times earlier. And this time on his toes, inaccurate. And Jeff Marsh is run out.
Really is a beautiful sight to watch Roger Harper work in the field. As he came in there, the head was down, made sure he got the ball in his hand. Then he lined up the stumps, and it was never in doubt once he hit. So good innings there from Jeffrey Marsh. Comes to an end with a run out. Australia 2 for 106.
Comes in to replace his Western Australian teammate. Jeff Marsh just run out.
He's left for dead a bit there by Dean Jones. Roger Harper does the job very easily. Magnificent fieldsman. Excellent example there to young players, the way he watched the ball perfectly into his hand, then he had a look at the target.
Slight deflection, and Ian Bishop takes a big tumble as the ball comes off the pad. There was an appeal for leg before, and the deflection carrying it past Dujon. So 4 leg byes.
Outside the line of off stump when that ball hit him. Only just outside the line of off stump, and that's why it deflected to a very fine third man.
Now it's to be Roger Harper. He'll be bowling to Graham Wood. Jones is 35, Wood 9. Some spin there. It won't displease Peter Taylor as he's watching. A man out there at deep square, but it's gone well wide of him.
With a further 15 overs to go. Expect the run rate to be up above 5, somewhere up around 6, if in fact they bowl those overs. Runs coming freely now. I think Alan Border will be looking to a total somewhere up around the 210 mark or thereabouts. Beautifully fielded. Viv Richards. Most of the summer he spent standing in the slips, making decisions, enjoying a bit of a roam around in front of the wicket. Gets to the ball so beautifully balanced.
And that's LBW. I actually can't imagine where else it would have gone, but middle stump. about halfway up. So the third wicket goes down.
Simple formula. Pitch middle and off, hit middle and off, and accompany the umpire. Dean Jones, a well-compiled 43 runs after a slow start, some haphazard running, but Australia now 3 for 144.
Alan Border has decided to keep the right-hand, left-hand combination going. Dean Jones was dismissed.
It's in the air, down towards square leg. Good placement and into the fence. That's the second sweep shot or lofted sweep shot he's played for a boundary. And that relieves the pressure a little bit. Wood creating some pressure for Waugh.
As he takes from the stumps and hits it square, beats the man fine. Conditions rather damp out there near the boundary line.
And he's got that way too. Good shot. He's a fine cricketer, this fella. Into the fence it goes. And this crowd beginning to sense the possibility here of the Australians putting one over the West Indies.
Yes, they're applying the pressure now, and Waugh in particular picking up the boundaries, which you need to do against the spinners.
And again, Benjamin, the fieldsman.
11 runs off this over so far, and now the Australians may be thinking around about 230. Get 230 on this ground today, it'll be a very, very good score. Run rate 4.35.
Inside edge, and that'll be 4. "15 runs off the over. Great over for Australia. 3 for 182. Bishop is being brought into the attack. He bowled first with Ambrose. Oh, it's in the air, and this is how he gets out so often. Ambrose has got him. Oh, he's dropped it. It's gone. No, it's not. Yes, it's Ambrose. Straight through his legs. Bishop cannot believe it. How he's hurt his fingers. He's got the biggest hands in the world. How he could have dropped that, I'll never know.
Bishop can't believe it. There it was. Wood went for it once again. The top edged it, and he took his eye off. He thought it was a Christmas pudding, and through it went, and he didn't recover all that quickly either.
This is a great performance by Australia. .57 they've got it to now. In the air, down towards square leg. Beaten the fieldsman. Oh, it's well stopped. That area, in fact, the outfield is pretty damp. And that was good fielding by Richardson.
And a good shot by Graham Wood, finding the gap and getting it over square leg. You then see that Ambrose put away all that often this summer. This time he's got it on leg stump and whipped it nicely. 50-run partnership between Wood and Waugh. Quick fired 50.
Over the top, the man down there will cut it off, but they'll get another 2. So the fourth 50 in only 33 balls. And that thanks largely to this man. There is the run rate. Have a look at the improvement. Between 30 and 40, they really have turned it on. Oh, he's bowled him. That was a rank full toss. Bowled at high pace, and that brings to an end what has been a little gem of an innings.
A wonderful innings by Stephen Waugh, but once again Ambrose with the Yorker. He yorked him. He didn't seem to move. He was stuck in the crease. But a fine innings, and innings has put Australia with a real chance here. There's the full pitch. Took off stump. Played all around it. But a great ovation for Stephen Waugh. The crowd realised that his little quick-fire innings has lifted the Australian team as Alan Border makes his way to the crease. to a standing ovation.
In the air, he's gone, 2 in a row. Surely it can't go wrong from here. Wood has hit that one straight to backward point. Carl Hooper made the catch. And so the two that put together that tremendous partnership back in the pavilion, and listen to the roar. Simon O'Donnell is about to come out, and this ground is on its feet. Quite right. Viv Richards is deadly dangerous in that position at mid-wicket. He's what we call a swooper. He goes swooping away to his left there and picks it up, and even Border, who's got it of his ground there, could quite easily have got himself run out. Oh, this is going to be out. Yes, he's gone. He doesn't even have to throw it. Tragedy. Simon O'Donnell looking for one, but Ambrose following through, able to pick the ball up and run up to the stumps, take the bails off.
Yeah, it's a little bit of inexperience there. He's trying to get the ball away, as you must do in these type of finishes, but really the ball was coming straight back. And Ambrose was going to always win that event, and O'Donnell run out, which is very sad for the big crowd. And the West Indians getting back in these final overs. It's now 6 for 207.
Ian Healy is the new batsman. Oh, he's out. No, he's not. It's hit the stumps and they've got to run. Well, there are all sorts of ways to get runs against the West Indies. This is quite innovative.
But it isn't Ambrose a competitor. Healy pushed the ball back, was looking for the single, and takes a while to wind up the big guy, and he's grabbed the ball and with a very good throw. He was close. There goes the arm. Healy is out of the wicket. There's the throw. Boy, there wasn't much in it either. And they get a single.
Well, that gives Border the strike, and the question now is, what can he do? Back at mid, gap at mid-on and mid-wicket. He's gone for it. He's in at the air. Richardson's there, and he picks it up on the half volley. Oh, there's a mix-up. There's a huge mix-up. He's out by miles. Border run out by miles.
Well, can they do anything right? They get themselves in a situation where they've got a run charge on, set up by Wood and Waugh, and they get it all wrong. A brilliant piece of fielding by Richardson on the half volley. Attacked the ball. There's the throw. Healy's kept coming. Border doesn't want to come. Then there's a hesitation. The throws to the keeper, and Border's run out by a mile.
Well, I think that was probably Border's fault. 7 for 217. Peter Taylor, the new batsman, to face Ambrose. He's got the crash helmet on. This is how the run out occurred, and Border here was a little naughty not to come for the second.
Well, it's a great piece of fielding, and throw was short. Border's hesitant, but Healy wants to come. Border has gone. As Taylor gets off the mark, but you must press. They're going to press, not this time. Yes, they will.
Yes, well, that's what happens if you put a bit of pressure on the fieldsman. Brilliant bit of fielding there the ball before, and on that occasion, perhaps charging it a little bit too much. Taylor nudging that one off his hip for one. Richardson again into the action.
Well, it's a big crowd, Tony. It must be getting up towards 65,000. The northern stand is packed. The southern stand is packed.
Oh, he's bowled him. This Ambrose is unreal. He really has turned this game on its head. Australia were looking so good, and he's come back into the attack and he's caused havoc.
Yes, they've lost about 5 for 20. And this is the Yorker again. Well, pretty close to York between his legs, trying to hit it somewhere around about square leg. He does aim at the stumps. He's having a wonderful tour. It's 8 for 220.
Right, Ian Bishop. McDermott. And they'll never get more than one. Let's have another look at this dismissal and see if we can pick up where the ball pitched.
It was just short of a Yorker's probably land in front of the popping crease, but here's a Yorker animation. Not that much difference.
Yes, the ball pitching right up on the crease there, and I'd assume that would go under the bat were it to beat the batsman. Bishop, will he try one? Oh, and it's gone for four. A very fine nick on that one by Taylor, and into the fence it goes. He would have enjoyed that.
The ball was very full, and Peter Taylor's a fighter. He'll try and get back to ball. He won't shirk the issue at all, and that's a great result for him. There's the delivery. It's a full pitch. It was outside the leg stump. Dujon diving away, couldn't make contact with the gloves, and the big crowd roars in front of Bay 13.
This will be the last over now. He's got him, caught behind. So Bishop at last has struck. That little feint nick going through to the keeper. Now, if they bowl Australia out, it will revert to a 49-over match. So it's important now for Alderman to use these balls up. Faint little nick there through to the keeper.
It's going to be Terry Alderman to join Craig McDermott. And a good performance by the Australians overall.
Yeah, something for the Aussies to cheer for, or cheer about. They've done pretty well. Still may not have enough runs, though. Bishop. Oh, bowled him, neck and crop. It took one ball exactly, and the stumps are all over the place. So Alderman not able to see out one, let alone three, which means that the West Indies now get 49 overs. There's the delivery. It hits off stump, and the Australians have made 226.
Confidence than he's shown in recent times. Jones was a bit of a mixture, and the run out of Marsh was very unfortunate, I'm sure.
He's got it through. That's a good shot. Long chase into the outfield. It probably will just go. Oh, beautifully saved. The outfield just a little bit slow there. There was quite a bit of rain here in Melbourne yesterday. But Haynes giving Greenwich the hurry up.
Gordon Greenwich just pointing to his earmuffs there on the helmet, and I would say he was suggesting that with all the noise here at the MCG, you'll have to call louder, Desmond.
So Desmond Haynes has his first ball. Gordon Greenwich has faced both overs so far. Gone. Caught at first slip, low down. Desmond Haynes out, first ball.
It's a long way back here at the MCG when you're playing on one of the far side wickets. A good outswinger once again from Terry Alderman. Well taken by Alan Border. And let me tell you, it's even a bit further back when you've made naught. West Indies 1 for 9.
New batsman is Richardson. He's just come in to replace Desmond Haynes. That's the Yorker. And well blocked by Richardson. Perfect delivery to the new batsman. Almost through.
Well, Richardson's in very good form, and it's just as well because that was a perfectly pitched Yorker.
Not the first on this Melbourne cricket ground in recent weeks.
The underneath edge from an attempted pull shot.
Alderman. That's just short. Certainly beat him. Greenwich was holding back the drive.
Very good attempt there by Terry Alderman at the caught and bowled. Just getting it on the bounce.
McDermott to Richardson, and that's a fine shot. That's beautifully played off the toes. Richardson is really prime form at the present time. And that was even from the time it left the bat, and even on an outfield which is well grassed and big.
This is quite slow here because of all the rain. Richardson hit that one to the short side of the MCG. And it just trickled into the boundary, but it was beautifully hit.
Got him! Dragged it on. Similar to David Boone's shot. A good delivery from Craig McDermott. Inside edge onto the stumps, and that's a very important wicket for Australia. A little bit of movement back there off the inside edge, down onto the leg stump. And Craig McDermott and the crowd know how important it is to get rid of Gordon Greenwich. 2 for 21. Jeff Dujon is the new batsman.
Third man's got a long chase there. It's a big ground, and there's always one on the throw when the fielder is out, as Wood was then, or some 30-35 metres in from the boundary. Has to be a player with an enormous arm if he's to stop the third run being taken there. Always one for the throw. It's got him again. That's a half pitcher, and Richardson's taken full advantage of it.
He doesn't want to let this affect him too much. It's not going to change, that's for sure. Not tonight, anyhow. O'Donnell received a huge ovation when he came out onto the ground to bat. And I should think they'll get right behind him now as well.
It's gone straight past Point, who didn't see it, I don't think. Well, they'll run 4. That's probably all they'll get. And a misunderstanding between Richardson and Dujon. Richardson didn't think Dujon was going to come for the 4th. There's hesitation, and probably the wrong end.
Steve Waugh.
Well, that's a shot of a man in great touch. There wasn't much of a gap between cover and mid-off, and Richardson found the gap.
I guess you have your grounds that you feel good at as a player, and Richardson's most recent memories of this ground would certainly be the century scored in the 3rd Test match. So to walk through the gate again, a big crowd, a boost of confidence, and to feel the ball on the middle of the bat like that, can only feel good.
Beautifully played. In front of a crowd of 60,000 plus. Richardson turning it on here this evening. Waiting for his elder statesman to come for the 3rd run. Richardson not putting him under too much pressure. This man having a golden tour.
Beautifully hit. That'll reach the boundary, I think, even with the slow outfield.
Yes, that's marvellous timing emanating again from the bat of Dujon. Magnificent time of the ball. This is a good shot too, played purposely in front of square in the air, and down to the boundary it goes.
Alan Border's done it again. Another caught and bowled. He gets a few of those, and he hangs on to them pretty easily as well.
I tell you what, it brings a big smile to his face, that's for sure. And he doesn't often drop them. This ball was hit back very firmly, and he watched it right into his hands there, boy, and he loves it. And he's not on his own. That's a vital breakthrough for Australia. 3 for 113.
Viv Richards strides to the crease.
Well, Richardson got 2 for Richards there. He's one of the younger players. He hasn't woken up to all this yet.
With Australia having 1 wicket in hand at this stage, West Indies just a few runs ahead. And Peter Taylor here bowling pretty well to Richards, giving it a very full length.
There's a lot of turn there. But Richie Richardson seems to be handling it okay so far. That one spun a great deal. Had life a little earlier when Ian Healy missed a stumping chance.
He's gone. Full toss. And hammered back to Taylor, and that's a decisive wicket, because Richardson really was playing extremely well, but he hasn't had the strike for a long time, and rifled that full toss straight back to Taylor.
It was well caught. He was balanced nicely. And Richie Richardson, who has again played a delightful innings. My word, he's in good form. A joy to watch. 4 for 127. I feel it. Very important spell, this, from Peter Taylor. They're saying that the West Indies would have been looking to savage him. But just the man in there to do it at the moment, Viv Richards.
And he's just in. You wouldn't know it by looking at him, but he just barely made it.
I know that all the Australians would agree universally that out there, but it looked so close. There's no way in the world the umpire could give it out.
There's Steve Waugh. In the air, and a catch for David Boone. Well, he had a long time to think about it, and he will have an even longer time this evening to think about it.
Got that one away fine. It may even get down to the boundary. Quite a slow outfield. Simon O'Donnell cutting it off down there. And so 3 runs result. There's nothing much in this match. And when one considers how the legs fell off the Australian batting lineup, it's not over yet. 47 balls for 67. Straight down the ground. This is going to be out. Will it be dropped? It'll be caught. He's gone. Craig McDermott comes running around to his right. And Carl Hooper is out, caught in the deep. Once again off the bowling of Peter Taylor. So Hooper out, Harper in. He's at the non-striker's end because they crossed while the ball was in the air. Taylor again, this time to Richards. He's hit that in the air. This could be out. Will it be out? He's going to be put out. It's got him. Oh, he's got it. Another one down. This time, Dean Jones. What is going on out there?
Well, maybe they're having too much fielding practice, because that was a sitter, and it was beautiful bowling. He threw it up. Richards decided not to go straight. He decided to go square. Dean Jones was under it. It was a white ball. You could see it all the way. Jones steadied. He was there in plenty of time. There he is. I'll take it. But no, down she goes, and Richards has another life.
So there's the comparison, very much in Australia's favour. But remember, the legs fell off Australia's batting at this stage. It's in the air. It's coming down towards the boundary. Hughes is under it. Will he catch it? 6. Oh, it's 6. It's over the top. He's helped it over the top. I thought it went over the top, then came back, but perhaps it's 4.
Another chance going begging. It was a difficult one. He had to run back, and it fell into the gutter. Well, that's the situation. 52 off 31, and the adrenaline pumping for commentators, spectators, and certainly the fieldsmen.
Yes, who's it going to be next? It's over the top. It's down the ground. That'll be 4. Magnificent shot. That's it. It's all. It's high. It's miles in the air. Hughes is coming around, and so it's a what a catch! That's the greatest catch. Oh, unbelievable! Stephen Waugh running backwards, almost colliding with Hughes down there, and the side screen. What a catch!
Probably the best outfield catch you've ever seen. Running with the ball. He caught it easily in the end. He kept his eye on the ball. Listen to the roar of the crowd. A magic moment for Waugh and the Australian team. They've dropped their catches. He hit this beautifully, Roger Harper. Under it, there was a gap at long off. He ran from inside the circle. Back he comes, eye on the ball. There's 2 of them, and he's caught it. What a gem.
So Curtly Ambrose is out there with Viv Richards. They have crossed, and so Waugh has been pushed back after that great catch to the deep mid-off boundary. The gap now is between square leg and fine leg. That boundary is unprotected. Richards on strike. McDermott the bowler. Oh, good shot. That's going to beat the fieldsman. Absolute superb placement. Bisecting the field and firmly struck. What a shot.
Down the ground, in the air, a chance for Australia to marsh. He has him. Well, they had to catch him sometime.
The 2 most relieved men on the ground, Dean Jones and David Boone. Then I think next would come Jeffrey Marsh. The Australians will insist on catching outfield catches with their fingers pointed to the sky. They're asking for trouble. It's 7 for 202.
And so we come to the last over of the match. The West Indies require 14 off that last over to win the match. He's bowled in. Just what the doctor and 66,000 Australians ordered. Perfect delivery.
Excellent delivery there from Terry Alderman. He's a pretty cool man in a crisis, Terry Alderman. Good, thoughtful cricketer. And he got that one right on line. You can't be any more on line than to hit middle stump. Brilliant piece of bowling under pressure.
So Ian Bishop, the young man, in only his 2nd match in the World Series Cup. I wonder what that discussion could be all about. Well, give it a try. So he faces. And they'll look for a second. Off 4. My goodness, how a 6 would shake things up now. But this is a very big ground, the biggest that Ian Bishop would have played on, by far the biggest crowd he would have played in front of. Age of 21. Has only had 6 one-day internationals before this one. Beautiful return from Hughes. 3 balls remaining, and this crowd now just waiting for the inevitable. They reckon they've got it wrapped up. So the West Indies need a 6 of either of these last 2 balls, and they also need a 4. So 2 boundaries, and the Australians haven't given away anything as far as extras are concerned. There's just been the 1 no ball. Sorry, just the 1 wide, not even a no ball. And the crowd knows it's Australia's match. There's 1 ball remaining. And it's Australia's match. Still 9 needed. And it can be got, of course. No ball can be delivered. There could be a wide, overthrows, but not tonight. Australia have won.
Well, wasn't that something? A terrific game of cricket with Australia just getting through at the end. They withstood the 1 or 2 here.
The last couple of years